Well, this is a bang good package, no doubt about that. It's one piece of solder board. They must have had multiple pieces, and I read it as being an assortment. This is one piece of 90 by 150 millimeter. It costs $3. No, it costs $6. It costs as much to ship it as it did to buy it. But it's nice, silver plated. I don't know what this is, and I don't know what that country is. Well, that's an abbreviation for something. These are probably ordered them in December of last year, so I don't have any printed material on them. I've been waiting for like 6 months for these. Okay, these are 5K potentiometers, 10 turn with the mounting lock washer and nut. Probably they're so old that eBay quits telling you the tracking number after a few months. And according to this, they're made in Mexico, but I find that hard to believe. I recently bought a little spot welder for welding terminals on batteries. And I decided I probably should power it from batteries. Everybody else on the internet seemed to be using batteries. And the device says 12 volts. People are using this NiCad battery, I think. I'm not really sure what I paid for it. But it's a 11.1 volt lithium polymer battery with an external, a controlled 3-cell charger. Can equalize, if the charger's right, it can equalize and bring up the voltage. The cells individually. At least that's what I'm told. Seller on eBay is this Z Official store. By going down the rat hole, you might as well. You need a battery charger, so I bought this battery charger, which was supposed to be a 2 or 3 cell battery charger. I see this as a 2 or 4 cell charger. Doesn't even look like the picture, does it? These batteries apparently have a multitude of different ways of connecting them to their end user. And since this is a universal charger, it comes with these charging cables. So the appropriate battery end plugs into there. These remain unused. It's got a place to hook a 1-cell, 2-cell, 2-cell, 3-cell, 4-cell battery. So we'll hook up a 3-cell. So we do that. There we go. Doesn't have an on-off switch. So I can select battery type. This is lithium polymer. Put it over there. 1 amp charge. When we power it up, the 3-cell light should indicate, I guess. I needed these components in order to work the spot welder. This is an AliExpress package. There we go. And it's an assortment of knobs. Pretty innocuous, right? It's 2 red, 2 black, 2 brown, 2 grays, and 2 blues. Well, first of all, it says 5 pieces. It shows, I guess these are the same colors and these are the same colors. Maybe that's tan and that's brown. Anyway, it says 5 pieces. There's 10 in this package. The reason I ordered them is they say specifically a 1/4-inch shaft, not a 6mm shaft. I've gotten 6mm and had a problem putting them on 1/4-inch shafts. So if these truly are 1/4-inch shafts and not 6mm shafts, they're worth $6, to me at least, $6.50. This package came direct from China, no intermediate shipper. See what it is. It's a plastic box. There we go. And it was called an Electronics Component Basic Starter Kit. And according to this, it was like $13.50 plus $3.50. So $17 maybe. And it says it has all kinds of stuff in it. Well, let's take a look. These are colored LEDs, an assortment of electrolytics and some push buttons in there. At least one buzzer. A power supply for a breadboard. Bunch of male and female DuPont jumpers. Box of little preformed connector wires. Couple of header strips. And a solderless breadboard. Now I agree that everybody should have at least one of these. Maybe 10 of these. A lot of times I'll breadboard a circuit and leave it there. So I have a number of these. And what happens is that they have power rails on both sides. And this power supply plugs into these rails. Now it takes up some of the board. There we go. Now, it takes a 12 volt, 7 to 12 volt power supply. A wall wart has an on-off switch, the power light, and then the two power rails can be either 5 volts or 3.3 volts, either one, either way, or they can be off. Right now these jumpers are set for 3.3 volt. See how that's, there we go. 5 volt, off, 3.3 volt. And off is really one pin. Either one of the center pins will turn it off. It's merely a storage header. And now I would have 3.3 volts here, 5 volts here. There's also some pins with 5 volts. There's a pair of pins here at the top, 5 volts. A pair of pins at the bottom are 3.3, and they can be picked up with these headers. I'm going to take them all out, but these headers will plug onto these pins. Now, I'm not sure that these power rails are continuous. See, they're broken, so you need to check that with a voltmeter or an ohm meter. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 10 different values, which is a nice range. Well, we've got to have a 555 here. Just a 4N35, I think that's an opto coupler. So we only have 2 integrated circuits. Potentiometer. It would have been nice if they put a 555 in there. A diode stuck in the bag. Well, there's a couple diodes. Switches. I think these switches would only fit the board if you straighten out the legs. These are designed to be mounted on a PC board. So you look it over. I mean, LEDs are cheap. Be a nice kit, you know, like a birthday gift or something. Oh, and there's a card that explains how to read resistors. And then we have a package from the eastern end of Pennsylvania. So there's 4 items listed here. There's 3 packages, unlabeled. Okay, so these are some 1N404s. These are fairly interesting devices. I haven't seen them in use for 30 years. You can put a TO5, it's a metal case transistor, in here. With some thermal paste probably. And then, of course, the leads will be sticking out this way. And then make the transistor captive by, not tight, but snugly running this up against it. And then you fasten it to a heatsink. Or you can fasten the two to a smaller piece of metal just big enough to screw these onto. Sort of ensures that the devices match in temperature. I just bought them as a curiosity. So I expected this package to contain 4 of these. And there's 4. And 25 pieces of the 1N4004. I'm not going to count them, but that looks correct. I also expected it to contain 10 pieces of LF353s. So here are 3 tubes. What could they contain? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I ordered 10 pieces of these and I got 25. And I expected to get 5 pairs, a total of 10 transistors. And according to this, I got 5 pairs of transistors, 4 heat sinks, 25 diodes, and 20 353s. Okay, so I ordered, this is a quantity of this is a quantity of 10, and I probably ordered 2. My 5 pairs of Motorola transistors didn't show up. This is a packing slip. There are 3 homemade envelopes. So what I got was 5 of these LF 353s, and I did not get 5 pairs of these. Now the op amps cost about 33 cents a piece. Had I got them, these things would have cost 80 cents a piece because there's 10 of them. These cost $1.25 a piece. And these cost 10 cents a piece, which is not bad for genuine General Instrument or Thermalloy. Or National. Of course, Motorola's not in business anymore. In any event, the seller of these was this. This package comes from Canada. And it looks like it may have been opened. I bought this used. What it is now this is in pretty bad shape, but he warned me that this was probably garbage. This could be solder flux or solder paste. Normally comes in a dispenser like that, and you have to push it with something. In the past, I've purchased some of these, which aren't bad, but this one push it on and turn it, and then so I think this will be a little more controllable. So I could put a dab. Much more controllable. It retracts, I believe, by pushing this in. There we go. Rotate it and take it off. And this is a Chipmunk. Here it is. It's advertised as used, mint condition. You might need to buy a new syringe of solder paste. I'm very happy from this guy right there. Well, it was $15 shipping and $39